This is what they're putting on my kids' Netflix.
Yo, good day, guys. This is Leo, and welcome to another Immortal segment where we'll be taking you to through some, interesting conversations out there. Please like, share, and subscribe these videos. It will go a long way to, boost our morals in making more for you, and I hope you enjoy them as well. So today, I'm going to start by asking you a question. Do you know what your kids are watching? Are you sure about what your kids are watching? Yeah, because I came across this topic on the internet. I saw a lot of people reacting to a new show from Netflix. It's a kid show. It's a kid show from Netflix. Dead End Paranormal. Well, first things first, I want to start by saying, I used to be, a fan of Netflix, and I watched Netflix until a point where I saw that, the films, the shows on Netflix began to get cringy, and you know they were lacking, they were not interesting, and a lot of old shows and all of that, and I wasn't interested. Okay, I wasn't interested in Netflix anymore, and I did not bother, getting a login for my Netflix app, and that was it. I was done with Netflix. I prefer, like, in fact, these days TV shows, movies, like, I don't know. I'm still suffering from PTSD of Matrix, the latest Matrix. I'm still suffering from the PTSD of that. That shoot movie was, terrible. I did not expect it. I was told that it was bad, and I was like, nah, it's not bad. I was like giving it all, and then I sat down to watch it, and I was like, damn, this movie is bad. So these days, I don't know what's happening in Hollywood right now. There are a lot of movies, there are a lot of TV shows that are terrible, and these days I'm afraid of, watching anything new. I don't know. I don't know who else is experiencing that. I'm afraid of watching anything new. Took me like over 2 months after the release of Batman to be able to see Batman. I thank God I enjoyed that. It was 2 hours plus. I really enjoyed it. I even got to watch it twice and all of that. So I want to tell you about this new kids show, Dead End Paranormal. Like, I was on YouTube the other day, and I was watching videos, and then I came across this video, a man complaining about a Netflix show, Dead End Paranormal, and the kind of content they put into it. Without further conversations, I want to play this for you and let me know what you think.
This is the first place. This is what they're putting on my kids' Netflix. Truly be myself. I'm trans, Norma. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm trans normal. That's a kid. That's a kid, and this show is designated from year to 7 year old kids, 7 year old kids, and that's a kid saying that they are trans. Trans, for those of you who don't know what trans, that's people who have gender dysphoria, people like a man that feels that they should be a woman and then go ahead, and start dressing. You see it with people like Bobrisky, and James. Yeah, you see it with people like them. I don't know if there's a drugs or they are trans, but there are a lot of situations like this, a lot of sightings of trans people, popping out in Nigeria right now, and I don't have anything against anybody. It's your life. Do with it whatever you want. It's none of my business. But when it starts getting inducted into kids show, like, these are kids to 7 years old, what do they need to be knowing or understanding about transgender, LGBTQ, and all of that? The same question I'm asking myself, that's what you're asking yourself. But let's go into it further. I want you to see this clip. this clip where it discusses, it goes, to an extent to tell us what's going on in the show. And you really have to see this. You really have to see this. So parents, you have to be mindful of your kids. You have to, be mindful of what your kids are watching, because a lot of things are going on in the world right now, and it's all targeted toward kids. All targeted towards kids.
Hey Mom, what would you say my biggest weakness is?
You're morbidly obese.
Oh great, fat shame me, why don't you? I supported your transition and this is the thanks I get.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that, Jenny.
I told you, it's Barney now. You don't care. Well, have a good day.
Remember Grandma's birthday? I made cheeseless mac and cheese.
Did you tell Grandma I would be there?
Sure.
Did you tell her that Barney would be there?
Hon, I know you think you look like a boy, but you just look like a young Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, that's something, I suppose.
No.
Well, if that dialogue is confusing you, well, you are not alone in this. But we'll try and get through this together. I'll take you through it, and you take me through it together. We're going to get through this. Now, the dialogue opens with, if there is a reason why you think the mother's voice is sounding like a man, that's because the it's confusing. That's because the mother is a man that transitioned to a woman. The mother used to be the father, and then he transitioned to a woman, so now is a woman. That's why you see like the voice is sounding like that. And then when he went ahead to ask, like, what do you think is my biggest weakness, he said, you are obese. You're obese. And he said, thanks for fat shaming me and all of that, which is another agenda being pushed by, the woke people. And then it goes on to like saying that she's trying to transition to a boy. She's transitioning to a boy, but the father or the mother is telling him that, I know you think you look like a boy, but you just, a fat girl and all of that. And the kid was talking about how he supported the mother or the father during their transition to a mother. It's confusing. It's confusing. I get it. It's confusing. I know you are confused as well, but trans is a guy who feels that they are not comfortable being a man, and then they want to transition to a woman. And then there are, medical procedures nowadays that you can, experience, or you can go through, that will, enable that transition. It's happening. It's a real thing right now. It's a real thing. Some go as far as, doing surgery to their private part. It's actually a real thing right now. And for the fact that anybody can do anything they want with their body, that's their business. All right. But now, why are these people trying to include this into children's television? Like, these are kids. This show, this program is meant for year 1 to 7-year-old kids. Like, can you imagine? Like, this is what they are trying to, push on kids right now. They are trying to create a world, a future where this will be generally acceptable. This sort of behavior will be generally acceptable in the world, and that is why they are slipping it into. If you watch the trailers for the Dead End Paranormal Activity, if you watch the trailers, you are not going to get anything of such. If you watch, the plot line on Netflix, you are not going to see anything of such. It is inside the movie. They slipped it in, and parents might not even take note because they are not interested in watching such stuff. And they, most parents these days, they just put on the television for their kids to watch, and to keep them busy. And this is what your kids are consuming. There is another one called the Queer Force. There's another one like that called the Queer Force. It's an all gay spy team. You have to be mindful of what your kids are watching. If you're an adult and you feel like you want to do anything with your body, you want to conform to any form of sexuality, that's your business. So long as you are not harming anybody, that's your business. But trying to indoctrinate children into such activity, it's sad, and this calls for this is an eye opener, and a lot of parents have to be aware of what's going on right now, and you have to start checking what is coming to your kids, because this is now a real thing. And indoctrination of children, it's not just a conspiracy theory anymore. From what you have seen so far, you know that it's a real thing and it's coming. So I want you all to stay safe. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and it will go a long way to make us release more videos out there. So please have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Enjoy the trailer to Dead End Paranormal. It's down there. You get to see for yourself that they did not put out this message. They slipped it in, and this is an obvious indication that it is no longer a conspiracy theory but a real thing that is happening right now. Enjoy.